Should have stayed in the path. These must be Cyril's colleagues.
You have our thanks, stranger.
Who are you?
Ah, forgive me, my lord. I did not recognize you. We are archaeologians, tasked with surveying this site. When the echoes appeared, our brothers here occupied their attentions. Thanks to them, and to you, we were, for a mercy, able...
You call that, your brothers might still be alive. Surely this survey wasn't worth dying for.
We are charged with uncovering Ultima's origins. A duty of the highest import, as I'm sure you will agree.
And you think your dead brothers would agree with you too?
I know they would. They gave their lives for the cause, an honor to which all Undying aspire. Now, to what do we owe the honor of your presence, Lord Marquis?
Cyril told me of your work here, and I agreed to collect your findings in his stead.
I see. That is most kind. Pray, take them then, with our humble thanks.
Okay, buddy.
May the Firebird's flame burn ever in your...
It's one thing to lay down your life for another, but for a survey...
Forgive them, Clive. The Undying live by a very different creed, and nothing we say will change that. Come. Let us deliver their findings to Cyril, that their deaths might not be in vain.
Think no more of us, my lord. Only deliver our...
Cool. Let there be light.
Here.
My thanks. I shall study them, and inform you forthwith if I discover aught that might...
Cyril, your survey party suffered several losses in Kratov. Losses which could have been avoided, had the others not chosen to complete their work, instead of saving their friends. Were these your orders?
No. This was their choice. Every Undying devotes his life to the service of the Phoenix. It is our sole duty, and should we die in discharging it, so be it.
Even when death is avoidable.
My lord, I fear that this is not a point over. The Undying have served the Phoenix for countless generations. We live to serve the Phoenix. Our...
Cyril, I know that you would allow me to offer you a word of advice. It does not further the cause of the Phoenix to have his loyal followers provide your survey parties with an escort. That they think not only of how you can serve the Phoenix. Please.
I thank you, if you will permit me to respond. And we of the Undying will do as first shield to the Phoenix.
I do.
Then we are of the same mind.
Dang. Alright then. This way. Let's go do the faraway one.
Sell anything?
Two gil. Wow.
That's all of them. Owain can uncross his toes now.
The Dominions. Was that shut? And you're just gonna fall.
I don't trust this. Oh, Clive, my wards and I may soon.
What's happened?
The High Cardinal has descended from his lofty throne.
The High Cardinal.
Leader of the Council of Elders. Second only to his... Not that any of those things still exist. Now
And what does he want with Northreach?
he wants to transform it into a foundation upon which to build in. He's already secured the support of the various army remnants. With promises that they...
He would rob the populace to pay for...
Believe me, I have used every means of persuasion to discourage him from...
What does Captain Philippe make of this? When the town was under attack, it was him the soldiers rallied around.
How? By speaking out against one of the most powerful... A man whose stated aim is to revive the Empire Philippe's comrades swore to... The captain can offer them a regular supply of gruel and an occasional trip to the Vale to help them forget the terrors they face each day. No. Any attempt to incite mutiny would cost Philippe the support. Given the mood around town, mutiny may yet be unavoidable. The people have little appetite.
Who could blame them?
Clive, would you, for your services to Northreach, you have the respect of the... And unlike Philippe, no bonds of loyalty prevent... Well,
I'll see what I can do.
thank you.
Tell me then. In the garrison?
Overseeing the troops.
All right.
Wish me luck.
Might this Duke have been at the Remembrance ceremony?
Let's hope we didn't make a strong impression.
Well,
We already have a lead.
Hawks. Oh, sorry about that. You got some business with the captain?
No, actually. I was hoping I might be able to...
We're under orders not to let any civilians... But you should be all right. His Eminence has heard... Wait here.
So, you are the sellsword who lent his aid to... And I shall see it But tell me, is it...
Neither, Your Eminence. I thought...
Ah, you are worried the expanded garrison... Yet you needn't be. The pride of place, in fact. For too long has the contribution of the noble soul... But no more. For it is they who shall see the Holy Empire
Why here, Your Eminence?
The town has been fortunate enough to escape largely unscathed from the recent troubles. which is more than can be said for the Empire wants for a capital, and I believe with Caer Norvent as her citadel. Once we need only build a wall around both to create a city that would be the
Wall.
plans are already soon enough. These thralls shall learn that they are no
I fear you underestimate how dangerous these creatures are. Should they return in force, you will need all the people of Northreach to come together in defense of the town. Something they may be loath to do if they've been deprived of their worldly goods.
The people will. If Sandbreck is to be rebuilt, one whose authority is. That is why this levy, so that any man who wishes to join the army might do so and be fed, outfitted, and paid as befits a defender of the Empire. And yet there are those who persist in peddling the treasonous lie that I seek to steal from the people and.
I suspect they're afraid of.
Precisely. The common folk have little and less, and you mean to deprive them of even that. You would sow the seeds of your new empire in your own salted earth.
Sabine,
Yes, and I told you then how putting the empire before her citizens would...
without an empire,
And in yours, there will be... Is that what Grieger will...
do not take her name in vain.
I'll come back later.
Alright, well, he's bailing.
A citizens' revolt. I wonder what the people really think of the Duke. It wouldn't hurt to ask them. Let's begin with those on the other side of the wall.
Do you think he was the only one who's... Was that shouting?
All right there.
Just your opinion. I wondered what you thought of the...
Not much. It's thanks to nobles like him that we had to set up shop this side of the wall in the first place. Couldn't have the rabble. Now he's trying to drive us out completely. Threatening to take... If the dame said she wanted him run out of town...
A question. What do you think of the Duke of Oran?
You build a life for yourself somewhere, earning for some noble to turn up and tell you you've got it. He thinks his name and his chains give him the right to empty our purse. We'll do whatever it takes. Sell anything.
I've been hearing a lot of talk.
Nothing. Going around acting like... And with hardly a word to the dame.
I take it you'd rather she...
As far as I'm concerned. Just need his eminence to
Well, the people seem united enough. What about the soldiers?
And you're just a...
What about the soldiers?
Excuse me, do you have them? I wondered if you'd mind sharing your thoughts.
Well, I mean, look around us. The traders might not like having the screws put on them, but if they volunteered, I think the Duke's got a point when he says rebuilding the Empire is the best way of... And if that means people who don't know one end of a sword from another have to make way for those...
We already have a leader. One at a time now.
You're the one who's talking to...
On the dame's behalf, yes. I was trying to persuade him not. What do you think of his plan?
I'm a soldier, mate. Eaterson, I've got nothing but respect for the dame. That's where my loyalties lie, not with the town or the Empire. If the Duke can get us cement and the equipment we need to fight off those blue skin...
I hear the Duke of Oriflamme plans to... Do you think that's a good idea?
It's not for me. All I know is that unless the Emperor orders me otherwise... Look, no one likes all these taxes and tariffs, but Empire, once Sandbreck is back on her feet...
Let's see what Philippe makes of all this.
A whole day. Welcome back.
Captain,
For you? Sir, thank you for last. How can I help you?
I wanted to ask you about the Duke. Do you intend to go along with it?
But to tell you the truth, it's my sworn duty as a captain of the Imperial Army to obey his orders.
Philippe, I remember you saying that you became a soldier to protect the people you...
That's right.
Well, she doesn't agree with the Duke's orders either.
Thank you, Clive. Protecting the people I love is what matters. Well, Jude, thanks again.
You're welcome, brother.
It seems Philippe wants to do the right thing at least. I expect Isabel will be pleased to hear that, if nothing else.
Ah, Clark, were you able to speak?
I was.
It will certainly, though I doubt it will come as much consolation to the townspeople who they deserve to be heard, Clive. To have a...
Sadly, His Eminence values their obedience more than their opinions. I fear he sees the people as mere pawns on his chessboard to be sacrificed. Needless to say, they themselves are of a different opinion, and would rather their destinies were in your hands. The soldiers, meanwhile, are content to... And not just because of the Duke's rank.
I thought as much. Had I sworn to protect Sambrek? I dare say I too would want nothing more than thank you for
I don't know about that.
What happened to your uniform?
I handed it in. Told the lads I wished them well, but that I owe it to them. Because I realized what really matters. Not following some nobleman's orders for the sake of it. Protecting no. I honestly don't know when those monsters will return. But I'm certain they're not finished with us yet. And when they do come back, we need to stand together with you to lead us, milady. It was you who finally convinced me, Clive. There's no point following orders if they go against everything.
Indeed.
all of us. That has always been Northreach's best hope. And we have only to turn our attentions to the... Thank you, Philippe, for sharing.
Anything for you. Speaking of standing together, would you mind if I borrowed a few of the lads from the Vale to help keep watch around the town? I fear His Eminence has loftier tasks.
Not at all.
Wouldn't be the first time.
There may be hope for Northreach, especially with men like you and Phil. I, for my part, shall continue to work upon the Duke, in the stubborn belief that I might still but I suspect I shall have to call up until then.
Until then?
Until then. Until then. Kupo. Yeah, I'm gonna do him eventually.
Howard, with Canver in the hands of a...
Ah, sir.
Good, thankfully.
I'll fit him to the smelt.
What a weirdo.
Nay. The Telemon furnace!
She's a beauty.
You saved my beacon again, Sid! And I ain't a...
It's fine, really.
Oh, don't say that. I'm sure I can make a few...
You could just...
How about that clasp? Looks a bit stiff. Reckon you could loosen it, and I reckon I know how. With a new alloy we've been working on. It's a metal, see? So it's lovely and strong.
Stretchy metal.
That is the spirit.
Okay.
So, thank you, Owain.
Do mention it. And I wanted to get some practice in using that metal anyway. Reckon we'll have all kinds of uses. Can't think of any right now, but that's our maybe even out there. One day, the whole world's gonna know about the inventions you've helped us put together.
They'll hardly believe.
Yippee! Inventory maximized. Big consumer points and results that are maximum.
How do you...
We were just about to make a start on that.
It's funny, but none of this... You remember Camille? Wibby the steel, meanwhile, will be tempered in a fire, burning the cinders you charmed out of old... And that whetstone from the Outer Isles?
Nice.
And the final flourish will be my...
A team effort, led...
No. Save that talk till the thing's finished.
Right. To the bellows it is, then.
To the bellows it is.
Well, bugger me.
The sword to end all swords.
It's...
Ragnarok.
Thank you.
So, does this make you pay the
This? It'll take more than that to earn us out, but we're up for the challenge.
A list of materials.
Zoltan and I got talking on the long road.
We reckon with those items there, we could craft something.
That's a weapon I'd like to see.
I was hoping you'd say that.
One legend at a time, eh, lads?
Good idea. No more drinking to forget my past. It's about...
Then tap the keg!
Tap that keg, baby. Nice.
What do I owe the honor? I never thought that if it hadn't been for you... What do you want?
Dark steel primitive battle horn. Cool. Stone tongue.
And?
The signboard. Cool. Transmitter. Huh.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Come to claim your just desserts? You earned this. Come again. I may have more for you.
Come again. Alright, everybody, thanks for watching. Bye bye.